StudyIQ IAS, अब तैयारी हुई अफोर्डेबल।
Okay, good morning to all dear aspirants. Welcome to the batch of Sociology. My name is Karam Yogi Divakar Bothra. I warmly welcome you all in this cold weather here in Delhi. You're going to start your sociology journey from today onwards. आज सिर्फ orientation session है. I'll just take your 25 minutes to 30 minutes. The goal of this orientation session, I take this orientation session before every batch whenever I start sociology new batch at StudyIQ. There is a strong purpose to take this session because when you sit in the regular classes, you should be mentally prepared, you should be physically ready in order to understand what should be taken out from the classes, how it should be taken out from the classes, what are the various principles upon which you would be attending your classes. So without wasting any time, let's start what exactly I expect from you and what exactly you should expect from me. To make a point very clear, this class is divided into two parts. One, what are the things which we at StudyIQ would be providing to you with respect to your classes for next 6 months? And what are my expectation as a teacher from all of you? So first talk about what exactly I commit. The commitment of StudyIQ with respect to your courses, first one, your entire syllabus would be covered. When I say entire syllabus would be covered, it does not just mean the covering the chapters of it, covering just every topic by merely touching those topics, rather than every subtopic would be covered. That is, if the chapter is of, let's see, of a caste, then all the topics present within that chapter would be covered. And not just covering those topics, we would at the same time inculcate various other dimensions, will ensure integration of the chapter wise, topic wise content which is present in your syllabus. सारी की सारी चीजें एक इंटीग्रेटेड मैनर के अंदर पढ़ेंगे, जिसमें करंट भी आएगा, जर्नल्स के आर्टिकल्स भी कवर करूंगा, EPW, if there is any relevancy of that particular topic in that particular context, I'll be covering all out here in your classes. So that you don't have to just differentiate कि यार current बाद में करना है, conventional. No, the current and conventional technically cannot be separated. As far as the notes are concerned, StudyIQ would provide you, that is, I at StudyIQ would provide you three types of aspects. First one is the crux. Second one is the handwritten notes. And third one is the PPT. There are three things which you will be getting here. Now, what exactly these three things consist of? Crux एक typed format का soft copy है. Obviously, all of this would be given to you by soft copy with respect to your classes. जो भी आपने course purchase किया है, my courses में हर class जब होगी उसका respective crux, notes, PPT आपको उसी video के अंदर मिल जाएगा. With the in your app, I think it will be pretty much visible to you once you start with the regular classes. Crux के अंदर, I have personally prepared this crux by taking the content as it is from the original reference sources. Not only reference sources, I am using word original reference sources together because many times मैंने कुछ चीजें दास कैपिटल से भी लिखी है, कुछ चीजें यूं पॉलिटिक्स एंड इकोनॉमी बुक रिटन बाय वेबर, अलग अलग चीजें, कोई ओरिजिनल ऑथर जहां पे मेरी अवेलेबिलिटी थी, जहां पे मैंने पढ़ी थी मेरे मास्टर्स में, वो भी लिखा है. और जो रेफरेंस सोर्सेस है, हर्लम्बस, ऑरेंज कलर, ब्लू कलर, निस्बेट, रिट्जर, गिडन्स, जो चीजें मैंने मेरे लाइफ में आज तक पढ़ी है, उन चीजों को भी ओरिजिनली वहां से कॉपी पेस्ट करके लिखा हुआ है. That means I have not added my things here. I have somewhere added my examples. I have somewhere added some case studies, not more than that, just to simplify that content. सो क्रक्स इज वन जहां पे ये रेफरेंस सोर्सेस का कंटेंट आपको मिलता चले जाएगा. हैंड रिटन नोट्स क्या है? हैंड रिटन नोट्स जब भी आप कोई क्लास अटेंड करो, ऑब्वियसली दिस इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल टू टुडेज क्लास बिकॉज दिस इज एन ओरिएंटेशन सेशन वेयर I am not discussing any content, so you'll not be getting the notes of this session, which anyways are not required. जैसे ही तुम फर्स्ट क्लास में एंट्री करोगे, उस क्लास के नोट्स, वॉट एवर आई से इन द क्लास, all those things would be written by a person, and those notes would be given to you again in soft copy. All the things which are present are in soft copies. PDF format. Yeah, obviously PPT format. So make sure, don't send me a message, sir, hard copy. No, there's no concept of hard copy here. It is handwritten notes में जो भी चीज, एक शब्द, एक एग्जाम्पल, कुछ भी चीज अगर मैंने क्लास में बोली है, सारी की सारी नोट्स एक ब्यूटीफुल अरेंज्ड तरीके से आपको मिलेगी. मैं आपको इसका एक जस्ट एग्जाम्पल दिखा देता हूं सो दैट एटलीस्ट यू वुड सी व्हाट इज गोइंग टू कम टू यू. Let's take any of these notes. These are just the sample ones. ये एक लेक्चर है, चैप्टर 3 रिसर्च एंड मेथोडोलॉजी, उसकी हैंड रिटन नोट्स है. दिस इज व्हाट आई से व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट हैंड रिटन नोट्स. जो कोई चीज की समरी मैंने दी वो यहाँ पे मिलेगी. कोई भी चीज डायग्राम्स में बनाऊंगा वो एज इट इज बनाया हुआ मिलेगा, ताकि आपको कुछ नहीं बनाना पड़े. यू शुड जस्ट सिट इन द क्लास, रिलैक्स एंड actually listen to the concepts, get the clarity of the concepts, and whatever the content which is present, that would be written beautifully and would be given to you in the same manner I explain it in the class, so that you can revise these notes multiple times. Almost anything which comes would be there in your handwritten notes. There's not going to be any exceptions to this. Everything said in the class would be part of the notes. And I bet on this. If any day you find better notes than this, then I'll pay your entire fees back. Personally, this is not a promise from StudyIQ. This is a promise from Karam Yogi Divakar Bothra that you cannot beat these notes any day, any time. Why? Because this is hard work. This is not an ego. This is how people are working hard. So that at least at the end, if you are able to just well verse with the notes, that is sufficient. There is nothing which is going to be left outside these notes. And I think pretty much clear ho gaya hai by seeing the nature of notes. And this is not just one, there are multiple notes which are available, and all of those notes would be there to you. So that is your handwritten notes. But now you need to understand one thing here. मान लो आज क्लास हुई 12 बजे और आज की क्लास करीबन 2-2:30 बजे तक मैंने ली. वो नोट्स आपको तुरंत नहीं मिल जाएंगे. The notes would be uploaded in the gap of 24 hours. That is, आज के क्लास के नोट्स कल की क्लास से पहले अपलोड होंगे. अरे सर 24 घंटे? यस, डेफिनेटली, मिनिमम 24 आवर्स. व्हाई? बिकॉज पूरा लेक्चर 2.5 घंटे का द पर्सन वुड सी, देन अगेन राइट इट, देन दे विल सेंड यू द नोट्स. ओनली देन वी कैन मेंटेन दिस क्वालिटी. लाइव के अंदर इफ दैट पर्सन राइट्स, teaching is going to be at least fast when compared to the pace of writing. It's not possible to write or make such a fantastic notes in the live session. So the lecture is again seen at a slower pace. Then the notes are written by night 10:30, 11 o'clock. The notes get ready. Tomorrow, the next day morning, when the office opens up, the notes gets uploaded. So it would be around before the next class, you will be getting the notes. So please make sure you should not panic. And in the live class, please avoid asking this question. I'll still answer it. But again, that would show non-seriousness from your side. Please see the orientation session. There are things which you should see this. Those people who are seeing this session recorded, ये सेशन जरूर देखना ताकि आपके सारे डाउट्स क्लैरिफाई हो जाए, क्या होना है, कैसे होना है, क्या करना है, किधर मिलेंगे, किधर नहीं मिलेंगे। हैंड रिटन नोट्स में हर चीज मेंशन होगी। एक मिलेगा पीपीटी आपको, जो अगेन एक सेक्शन होगा पीपीटी आपके लेक्चर्स के अंदर, यू विल गेट इट देयर। दोस पीपीटीज आर समथिंग्स व्हिच आई डोंट थिंक यू शुड बी रेफरिंग देम, because most of the time I'll not teach you through ppt, I'll teach you through board, because I'm not a ppt man. I don't write reading stuffs and then seeing, because that I think you can do by yourself. पीपीटी मिलेगा, इस पीपीटी को खोलोगे तो एट द एंड ऑफ द पीपीटी you would have this handwritten notes in pdf format attached to it. तो remember, कोई सेपरेट सेक्शन नहीं है जहां पे ये हैंडरिटन नोट्स आपको मिलेंगे आपके कोर्स के अंदर। पीपीटी के एंड में हैंडरिटन नोट्स होने वाले हैं। So when you scroll down the PPT, at the end of that, you will find the handwritten notes. एक स्टूडेंट थी मेरी, करीबन 2 महीने की क्लास हो गई। मैं क्लास में, आप देखोगे जब भी आप क्लास में बैठोगे लेक्चर से, मैं इंस्ट्रक्शन देता रहता हूँ द पर्सन हु इज गोइंग टू राइट योर नोट, तृप्ति, हु विल एक्चुअली बी राइटिंग योर नोट्स, के तृप्ति इसको बॉक्स में लिखना है, तृप्ति ये एग्जांपल लिख के देना, तृप्ति ये क्वेश्चन लिख के देना। वो सारी चीजें आपको अगले दिन लिखी हुई मिलती है। अब मैं ये सारी चीजें बोल रहा था और वो लड़की ने एक दिन मुझे मैसेज किया कि सर आप क्लास में इतना सब कुछ बोलते हो लेकिन ऐसा कुछ नोट्स में मिलता ही नहीं है। मैं बोला क्या? आई मीन फिर आपने मुझे इन्फॉर्म क्यों नहीं किया चैट बॉक्स में अगर आ नहीं रहा है? बोला सर मैं 2 महीने से देख रही हूँ, आप बोलते हो, होता कुछ नहीं है, व्हाट इज दिस? मैं बोला व्हाट आर यू सेइंग? यू नो, hundreds of students would have then said me this. I actually gave her a call on Telegram because that's the only place where I actually give call to the students. And शी सेड मी दैट कि सर ये देखिए ये चीजें हैं, इसमें है ही नहीं हैंड रिटन नोट्स। मैंने बोला एक काम करो बच्चा, आप कोर्सेस वाला पार्ट खोलो। I understood where she made a mistake. I don't want any of you to make the same mistake. 2 महीने कोर्स का उसे पता ही नहीं चला हैंड रिटन नोट्स है कहाँ। She was actually reading the crux. और वो देख रही थी सर हैंड रिटन नोट्स तो है ही नहीं। वो शायद इनिशियली क्या था, थोड़ा सा डर रहता है या फिर शर्म रहती है टीचर से, खिचकिचाट रहती है, तो उसने बोला नहीं। 2 महीने तक बेचारी ने सिर्फ क्रक्स पढ़ा। फिर मैंने बोला आप पीपीटी सेक्शन में जाओ। बोला यस सर। एकदम नीचे स्क्रॉल डाउन करो, यू नॉट बिलीव फोन, अरे सर, हर एक्सप्रेशन वाज लाइक दैट। आई डोंट नो हाउ शी वुड हैव बिहेव्ड। इसकी वॉइस ऐसी थी, उसे पता ही नहीं था हैंड रिटन नोट्स मिल कहां रहे हैं, और 2 महीने तक बेचारी सिर्फ क्रक्स पढ़ती रही। सो प्लीज मेक श्योर पीपीटी के एंड में हैंड रिटन नोट्स मिलेंगे। आप लोग ये मत करना अरे सर हैंड रिटन नोट्स तो आ ही नहीं रहे हैं। अलग से कोई बॉक्स नहीं है, पीपीटी के एंड में आपको हैंड रिटन नोट्स अटैच मिल जाएंगे। आई होप दिस पॉइंट मेक सेंस टू ऑल ऑफ यू, दोस वाचिंग रिकॉर्डिंग आल्सो। अगर कल रिकॉर्डिंग सेशन में देख रहे हो, लाइव में देख रहे हो, तो यू कैन ड्रॉप मी अ मैसेज, कृतिका गुड मॉर्निंग। अगर आप देख रहे हो तो मैसेज कर दो ड्रॉप, इज दिस पॉइंट अंडरस्टूड। ये 3 चीजें जो नोट्स के फॉर्म में आप लोगों को मिलेगी। थैंक यू दुर्गा। अब आपको इस तीनों में क्या पढ़ना है? ये तीनों आपकी कुछ चीजें आपकी साइकोलॉजिकल सेटिस्फेक्शन के लिए दी जा रही है। क्यों? आप लोगों को सर ये किताब भी पढ़ लूं, सर वो किताब भी पढ़ लूं, यू पीपल फील लाइक स्टडिंग एवरीथिंग। आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड। आर यू हियर टू डू योर मास्टर्स? आर यू हियर टू डू योर पीएचडी? और योर गोल इज अब की बार 300 पार? द गोल शुड बी 300 marks. The goal should not be mastering the subject in order to largely get a, maybe some sort of social prize in the social sciences. ऐसा कोई टॉपिक मैं आपको बोल रहा हूं, सारी जो किताबें रेफरेंस सोर्स की यूपीएससी के लिए प्रिस्क्राइब्ड है, पेपर 1 एंड पेपर 2, तो सारी किताबें अगर है, या लाइब्रेरी में किसी दिन जाना, अपना क्रक्स उठाना, नोट्स उठाना और देखना कुछ मिस हो रहा है क्या, ताकि ये क्वेश्चन पूछना मुझे छोड़ दोगे कि सर और पढ़ना है क्या। तुम हैंड रिटन नोट्स सिर्फ और सिर्फ पढ़ोगे, ये दोनों चीजें नहीं पढ़ोगे। अरे मतलब योर बेस ऑफ स्टडी शुड बी योर हैंड रिटन नोट्स। जब क्लासेस खत्म हो जाए या क्लासेस के दौरान भी कई बार लगता है कि नहीं यार इस टॉपिक के अंदर मुझे थोड़ा सा और डिटेल में देखना है, तो मैंने आपको एक सोर्स दिया है, क्रक्स। क्रक्स शुड बी यूज्ड एज ए रेफरेंस सोर्स। रेफरेंस सोर्स को बैठ के पढ़ा नहीं जाता है, कभी कभी रेफर किया जाता है किसी चीज को और डेप्थ में और डिमेंशन में समझने के लिए। दिस शुड बी यूज्ड एज अ रेफरेंस सोर्स। दिस शुड बी योर Bible, technically the sacred holy book of your sociology. Don't go beyond anything. And as far as YouTube is concerned, is a public platform. 2023 का भी पेपर प्रिडिक्शन डाला है, 24 का भी पेपर प्रिडिक्शन डाला था, और उनसे मैच कर लेना। बाद में वो वीडियो भी डाला है कि हमारा 95% हिट रेशियो क्यों रहा। मैंने रीजन भी दी है, प्रूफ के साथ दी है इनफैक्ट, क्योंकि प्रिडिक्शन एक एक महीने पहले डाला था। एक महीने पहले तो मुझे पेपर पता नहीं था क्या है, प्रिसाइज टॉपिक्स आए हैं, और ये सारी चीजें मैंने नोट से प्रूव भी की है, कहां कहां नोट्स में है, डायरेक्टली नॉट इनडायरेक्टली। अरे तुम लिख लेते ये, नो 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 नो, वी आर नॉट फॉर ऑल दोस नॉनसेंस हियर, एटलीस्ट आई एम नॉट। जस्ट स्टडी दिस, रेफर दिस ओनली व्हेन द टाइम रिक्वायर्स। क्योंकि कई बार आपकी क्लास 6 महीने के बाद जब खत्म हो जाएगी, तब आप जब देखोगे कि यार मान लो एक और अटेम्प्ट देना पड़ गया अगले साल कुछ, तो थोड़ी सी चीजें ब्लर होने लगती है, मोनोटनी आने लगती है कि एक पढ़ के, तब उस टाइम क्रक्स पढ़ोगे तो पूरा वो क्लास रिकॉल होने लगेगा। यू डोंट हैव टू सी द वीडियोस अगेन। सो टेक्निकली दिस इज अ रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ अ वीडियो। This is irreplaceable. If you can master this, you can definitely master your sociology. So ये तीन चीजें मैं आपको स्टडी आईक्यू में दूंगा, which beyond which I don't think you have to study even a single 0.001% of it. क्लास का टाइमिंग और क्लास का डेज. The classes are going to take place from Monday to Friday. The timings of class is 12 to 2:30 or 2:15, because I've just got another offline batch at 3:30 at Rajendra Nagar. It takes me around some time to travel back to ORN. So this is your this is not your tentative, this is your permanent class timing. The orientation session timing is different because I already have a class today again. So this is your class and class timings. Monday to Friday, 12 to 2, 2:30, 2:15. 2:30 is maximum. डिपेंडिंग अपॉन टॉपिक बीच में है तो थोड़ा सा खिंच जाएगा, पहले है तो 5 मिनट पहले भी छोड़ दूंगा. फ्राइडे यूजुअली इज अ डाउट सेशन. दैट इज ऑन फ्राइडे आई टेक डाउट सेशंस, और वो डाउट सेशन के अंदर आपके जितने डाउट्स होते हैं ऑनलाइन बच्चों के, मैं इंटरेक्टिव सेशन के अंदर, सेशंस वुड बी इंटरेक्टिव इवन फ्रॉम मंडे टू थर्सडेज एज वेल. फ्राइडे के अंदर नॉर्मली वी टेक द क्लासेस ऑन जूम, ताकि हर बच्चा मेरे से इंटरेक्ट कर सके. जो क्वेश्चंस है, जो कुछ आंसर्स लिखे हैं, वन पर्सन कैन रीड वन आंसर एंड ही कैन आस्क एनी नंबर ऑफ डाउट्स. तो फ्राइडे आई टेक डाउट सेशन सो दैट यू फील दैट कि कई बार क्या होता है, यू आर नॉट एबल टू कॉन्टैक्ट मी, इवन इफ यू ड्रॉप मी अ मैसेज, समटाइम्स इट गेट डिलेड, आई मे नॉट रिप्लाई टू दैट फॉर सम पीरियड ऑफ टाइम बिकॉज ऑफ द फ्रीक्वेंट क्लासेस. In that circumstances, Friday हर कोई interact कर सकता है. तो by chance if some people are working, there could be working mothers who are preparing for it. There could be working men who are actually working and having less number of time. Person who are already in services if they are enrolled. There are many such. In that circumstances, if you are not having a possibility of attending all the sessions live, at least Friday session should be attended live, so that Monday to Thursday सारे doubts आपने एक पेपर पे लिख के रख लिए, and you can ask or clarify all those doubts on Friday. This is what my promise to you is, that these are the timings, this is what I'm going to give you, and this is something which I promise you. Now I have some demands from you. What are those demands? What I expect, my expectations. I know expectations hurt, but I have some expectations. From next class onwards, whenever you sit in the class, there are some things which I want you to keep it in front of you on the table while you are going to, when you just begin, when you just are about to begin the classes. पहली चीज, आपके पास सिलेबस कॉपी होनी चाहिए. Literally take a printout and keep it. 4-5 एक्स्ट्रा प्रिंट आउट निकाल के रख लो यार, बेटर. क्यों कई बार हम इधर उधर रख देते हैं. अगर आप इफ यू आर लिविंग विथ योर फैमिली, एक अपने डाइनिंग हॉल में रख दो, एक अपने टेबल पे रखो, अपने ऑफिस में एक कॉपी रखो इफ यू आर वर्किंग। अब जहां जहां मेजरली विजिट करते हो ना, सब जगह एक एक सिलेबस कॉपी रख के रखो आप। क्यों? कभी भी 5-7 मिनट बैठे हो, सिलेबस देख लिया, बिकॉज सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज you need to actually have a solid grip, that is you should recall, remember your syllabus by heart. The only thing I'm going to say you to mug up in sociology is syllabus. जैसे जैसे मैं जो जो टॉपिक कवर करता चले जाऊं, वॉट एवर टॉपिक्स आई कंप्लीट इट इन द क्लास, मेक श्योर यू हाईलाइट दोज टॉपिक्स. Why? Because I may say that I have completed the syllabus, but you should also know that yes, sir has completed the syllabus. So at the end of the course, when you yourself, by your personal eyes, by your personal mind, by your personal hand, and in your personal syllabus, you have highlighted that, that means, sir have completed, or else you wouldn't have highlighted. So it should not be that I should say that I have completed the syllabus. At the end of the last day of your class, you should by yourself say, ha sir, now the syllabus is complete. Therefore, goal of this syllabus is twin. One, you should be aware at the end of your every batch that yes, every dot of syllabus, drop of syllabus has been covered as you yourself have highlighted that syllabus. Second, the syllabus should be frequently seen. Class में 5 मिनट पहले बैठ गए, just go through the syllabus so that you understand कि आज क्या क्या topics होने वाले हैं. And you can connect with the topic which are taking place. Okay, this topic is connected with this. Okay, sir is doing this part. And I will always ask you a syllabus whenever I start with a new chapter. Second thing you should have is a rough book around. This rough book should only be for sociology, or keep some sheets of paper, a pen. Sometimes what happens, I may largely ask you to draw certain diagrams, although you will get all the diagrams in your handwritten notes. But when you are actually seeing, and suppose your hand also starts coordinating with it, the things become much more stronger. Or maybe in that page you can write, maybe if I'm giving you some example, and suppose there are some close experience related to that particular example, you can write that example there and keep it. And when the handwritten notes arrive, you can also make an addition to that. Okay, this can be added. Or maybe suppose if you have any doubt, you can just write it down. You can raise your hand and you can ask me your doubt. Okay, sir, this is the doubt which I have. Or you can type it in the chat box. Okay, sir, this is the doubt which I have. And please, can you clarify that? So just keep, by chance, some point, if you feel like adding or something else or a doubt, just write it there so that you remember. And in the doubt session, this particular 5 days classes would help you. Okay, what are those doubts? You can you can at the pace of light can ask all the doubts, because नहीं तो बहुत बार doubt session में देखा सर कुछ था मैं भूल गया. Write it and keep it. Anything which you don't want to forget, note it down. The third thing, the most important one, A5 साइज की एक डायरी होनी चाहिए आपके पास, या कुछ एक पर्टिकुलर, जैसे like this, this sort of diary. Although this is ruled, you should not keep the ruled one, you should keep the plain one, white. इस लेवल की एक डायरी, good quality, very good quality, because this is going to give you a very important edge as far as your answer writing is concerned, as far as your recalling abilities are concerned with respect to sociology. Now, what this diary is meant for? So the size should be something like this. Zyada badi nahi. Compatible, easy to carry wherever you go. You can put it in your bag, you can put it in a carry bag or backpack or something like that, so that it can be carried anywhere if you're traveling in a bus, in a train, in a flight, or maybe you're just going to the class. They should be there always with you. Now, what exactly? I call this as thinker's book. What happens in thinker's book? You should maintain this thinker book from day one. If you are not maintaining this thinker's book, the first and foremost challenge you will face in your entire sociology. सर इतने थिंकर्स है, याद कैसे करने हैं? याद करने ही नहीं है तुम्हें, ये थिंकर्स नोटबुक बनाते चलो. At the end of your course, I promise you, you will have roughly around 600 thinkers. And I am not saying you should be writing those things, 600 thinkers in your paper. Question ही 38 आ रहे हैं तो 600 थिंकर कहाँ से लिखेंगे हम? Not possible. But ये थिंकर नोटबुक में किया क्या जाता है, understand, then you will understand how to use this up. In this thinker's notebook, you would write any thinker whichever I say it in the class. तो एक जो रफ पेपर साथ में रखा हुआ है ना आपके, पहले क्लास के अंदर you cannot write it neatly because things would be bit fast. I'll not be giving you a dictation here. Write in the rough page. Suppose I say, Ulrich Beck opines that women today have more choice with respect to the decisions of their life. रफ में Ulrich Beck, women have more choice with respect to their life. बात खत्म. I may explain you that statement in depth in the class. You don't have to write the details of the statement, just the thinker, his or her thought. That's it. No more than that. So Ulrich Beck, dash, dash, dash. Ralph Dahrendorf, dash, dash, dash. All of these explanations would be given to you. Those would be there in your handwritten notes as well. But you just have to write that 2-line thought of a particular person. Women are not born women, women are made women. Simon D. Beauvoir. बस उसकी explanation नहीं लिखनी है उधर. Thinker, statement, thinker, thought, thinker, statement, thought, statement, like that. And it should be a running book. Keep on writing the scholars. Do not divide these scholars chapter wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number should keep on going. Many of you would feel more you will think that you are more intelligent. You will divide the entire thinker notebook. Stratification, power and politics, caste, tribe, family. No, don't divide that. Arey sir, this is much more easier. Now all the family scholars are at the same place. No. In that circumstances, you will only able to use that scholar when a question comes for family. But if you keep on writing the book in a running notebook format, things are interconnected. बीच में caste का है, बीच में class का है, बीच में power, बीच में politics, बीच में family, बीच में modernity, बीच में ही transformations, बीच में woman violence, बीच के अंदर ये agrarian classes. All the thinkers are messed up together. And in that circumstances, what happens is that you would able to use thinkers interchangeably because those things would help you connect those thinkers if you write in this particular format. So whatever thinker I use, her quotation or his statement, all those things should be written in this book. So roughly मान लो every day, maybe in a class I may use somewhere around 10 scholars. All the 10 scholar पहले rough book में लिख लो live class में. Once the class is done, immediately it'll take you 15 minutes to copy that down in the thinker's book. And at the end of the course, you will have 500 plus thinkers. Up. How to use this book? This book should be studied just like a medical prescription. How? 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes just before sleep. The last thing you are going to do of the day, whenever you sleep, or of the night, because some people study in the night, some people study in the day, before you sleep, irrespective of your biological cycles, read this book for 10 minutes. When I say read, it means read, not study. What is the meaning of read? Just like you just read through it. You'll not mug it up. You'll not study. No goal. Just brush up the thinkers. Just like you're reading a Harry Potter book or something else which is quite entertaining. Just read it up. 10 minutes, not more than 10 minutes. Every day, if you start spending 20 minutes here, 10 and 10, or by chance you can read more than this as well. Suppose if you are traveling in a metro and you have nothing to do and the traveling time is of 45 minutes, glance it. This is interesting as well. This will help you to feel better as well. This will give you content as well. It's easy to carry and easy to glance. So any day when you are having some time which you are actually wasting, make sure carry the thinker book, read it, but 2 times it should certainly be read. One is in the morning 10 minutes, and in the last thing in the just before your sleep 10 minutes. This is the second thing which I expect from you. The thinker's notebook beside the syllabus. This rough pages is something which I recommend, so that at least you directly don't write it in the fair copy, you write it here, then you note or jot down all the points. Although all those thinkers would be there in your handwritten notebook, but those would be chapter wise. You should have one book at the end of the course which has all the sociological thinkers. These books can be two, but I think one would suffice. Some around 200 pages or 100 pages. I think all the thinkers would be fitting in this, because you're not writing the depth of the thinkers, you're just writing their thoughts. When you constantly revise these scholars, when you constantly brush up these scholars, you will feel one magic. And whenever you are writing an answer, those thinkers automatically mind starts automatically sending you those scholars. Although you are not purposely recalling them, mind would automatically push them in front which are relevant to your question. This is going to be an automatic process. Believe me, in weeks time you will able to start writing thinkers in your answers without putting any extra effort. Just 20 minutes after class, copy all those things into the thinkers notebook, and every day just 20 minutes of your time is sufficient to take that fear of sociological scholars, रट्टा मारना है क्या, thinkers लिखना है क्या, ये सारी चीजें खत्म हो जाएगी. बट मैं फिर भी आप लोगों को एक चीज से आगाह कर दे रहा हूं. 90% of the people who are listening to this lecture or who are going to follow this course, 90% of you will not prepare this. Why? Because you people are more into your comfort zone. You people are more into who is going to do this. मैं किसी की xerox करवा लूंगा यार. अरे तू बना लेना, I'll get your xerox. All these are shortcuts यार. इतना ही अगर xerox से काम हो जाता तो मेरी thinkers notebook का xerox दे देता मैं आपको. क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? आपने नहीं बनाया हो, सोच के नहीं बनाया हो, इसलिए that's not going to make much sense. So please make sure that even 5 of you are watching this lecture together. Don't think that one person would make and others would get it Xerox. There is no point to get it Xerox. But मरे बगैर स्वर्ग नहीं मिलता इस दुनिया में किसी को, तो 300 मार्क्स ऐसे ही नहीं मिलने वाले हैं. तो जिसने बनाया है रिकॉल भी वही करेगा. जेरोक्स तुम रख लो एक एक कॉपी, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. You would have to sit, work for it. जस्ट लाइक गूगल मैप से चलने वाले ड्राइवर्स को रास्ते कभी याद नहीं होते हैं, क्योंकि वो रास्ते पे फोकस ही नहीं करते हैं. रास्ता तो उन्हें गूगल मैप ने दे दिया, याद नहीं रहता है वो रास्ता कभी. आप कभी देख लेना अपनी लाइफ के अंदर. लेकिन जब आप खुद चला के जाते हो, खुद सोच के जाते हो, तो वो रास्ते याद रहते हैं आपको. क्यों? यू एक्चुअली वर कॉन्शियस वाइल एक्चुअली ड्राइविंग कि अच्छा देखना है इसके पास उसके पास. गूगल मैप में तो हाँ जब बात करते करते हाँ राइट लेना है, आपने देखा ही नहीं आसपास कुछ. So this consciousness would not be there in that Xerox versions which you're going to take from somebody of your friends or colleagues or peer groups. That's not going to work much. These are my expectations from you, that I want at least these 3 things in front of your in front of you, on your table, on your desks, while you take up the classes. So this was all about how you should be approaching your class. So if I have to summarize the entire session till now, you don't have to write anything in that. Everything would be given to you. Every day, at least 30 minutes, revise your handwritten notes after the class. 20 minutes in a day divided into 10 minutes, revise your thinker's notebook. That's the only thing I expect from you. अदर बुक पढ़नी है क्या? आई हैव प्रूवन यू डोंट, पढ़नी नहीं है. लेकिन जैसे ही तुम क्लास अटेंड करोगे समझ में आ जाएगा कि हाँ सर सच में नहीं पढ़नी है, इतनी डेप्थ है चीजों में. नहीं तो बाकी सारी जगह सोशियोलॉजी 4 मंथ्स में खत्म होता है, मैं नहीं कर पाता हूँ। क्यों? बिकॉज़ सिर्फ सिलेबस को ऊपर-ऊपर से करना तो बहुत अच्छे से हो सकता है, 36 डेज़ में भी हो क्रैश कोर्स में। But that depth would not be there. And unless you don't have depth, the nature of questions which are appearing in your examinations requires an absolute strong hold over the content, absolute conceptual clarity of the aspects that only come when you debate, when you discuss. Yes, the class would be completely interactive mode. And now, the most important announcement, we'll start your class from Thursday. Thursday से 12 बजे I'll be starting your class 12 p.m. onwards. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, that is Tuesday and Wednesday, there are certain part of my previous batch कुछ syllabus बाकी है. I need to complete their syllabus. 2 दिन अभी उनकी classes रहेगी. After this, we'll start your sessions from the syllabus mentioned in your course PDF. 12 बजे Thursday से we'll start your class. That is Tuesday and Wednesday, there would be no class because somehow I'm running behind to class as far as my previous batch is concerned. I'll complete their syllabus and then we'll start bang on with all of you. अब किसी को कोई doubt है, do let me know. This is the timing of the class Thursday. That is 12th, I believe. Let me confirm it. 12th December 2024. 12 baje, your batch starts and we'll start it from the serious content. If now anybody of you have any doubt, please do drop the message in the chat box so that I can clarify that up, or else I'll see you on 12th. And remember one more thing. All the details, suppose कभी by chance I'm not well, sometime there are certain emergencies, या कुछ PDFs मुझे भेजने हैं, कुछ EPWs मुझे भेजनी है, कुछ एक्स्ट्रा आर्टिकल मुझे भेजना है, वो सारी चीजें एक स्टडी आईक्यू के चैनल के लिंक पे है. We have an official StudyIQ group, ठीक है? तो प्लीज मेक श्योर कि आप उसकी पार्ट बन जाओ. And you can largely follow me at Instagram by chance if you have any message or something like that, because telegrams most of the time I rarely see, but I do see that, but very quite often it's not regular, it's very erratic. This is the place you can follow me up. If you have any doubts with respect to this course, please do drop your message here. I'll surely and certainly reply. There could be certain delay, but definitely it not be denied. So I hope there are no doubts. There have been no chats here. So thank you so much. Have a good day. And I'll see you on Thursday, sharp at 12. Start from the sociological dimensions of it. Take care. Ciao.
StudyIQ IAS. अब तक